You are now tuned in to the lovely frequency. Hi, my lovelies. Welcome to the home of good vibrations, your sanctuary for soulful vibes and elevated stories. This is the lovely frequency, and I am your host, Nombumelelo Lindlovu. That's Miss Lovely to everyone who knows and loves me. Today, I want to motivate you to chase your dreams and express yourself as boldly and unapologetically as you've ever imagined. I'm saying this because honestly, I'm fed up. Fed up with watching mediocrity thrive while true artistry, raw talent, and untapped potential sit on the sidelines. I want to witness something different, and I believe that the difference lives in you. I see so many talented, worthy, brilliant people dimming their light, doubting their ideas, convincing themselves that there's no space for them, or that what they have to offer isn't worth receiving. I've seen it in others, and I've seen it in myself. So, I recorded this episode for the both of us. There's a saying, birds born in a cage think flying is an illness. It actually reminds me of an image I studied in fine art history. It was a bird trapped in a cage with the door open wide. See, the symbolism was powerful. To me, it was actually just something that I experienced myself in my own personal journey, you know? The open cage represented something deeper, a caged mind, a caged spirit. The bird had every single opportunity to be free, yet it remained inside, bound by the fear of the unknown, self-doubts, comfort in familiarity. Maybe it never imagined a life beyond the cage because it had never known one. And isn't that us? How many times have we had an open door before us, yet stayed behind the bars of our own hesitation? How often do we talk ourselves out of taking flight, out of taking risks, and out of trying? But if we keep doing what we've always done, we'll never grow. We'll never discover what we're capable of. And as creatives, that means we'll never leave our mark of existence. Maybe you feel discouraged. Maybe you're doubting whether your voice is worth hearing. Maybe you don't feel qualified. Well, newsflash, you're never going to feel ready. But you are worthy. You wouldn't have the idea if it weren't possible for you to bring it to life. So create, and then create again and again and again. Treat life like a canvas. What story do you want to paint? Because if you don't tell it, someone else will. And I promise you, they won't tell it the way that you would. And if they reject you, fuck them. They were never your people to begin with. The right people will find you. I promise you, they will find you. And now this actually reminds me of a song by J. Jody and Neota Parker titled The Cycle. In that song, they rap about how we hold ourselves back, waiting for the right moment, doubting our abilities, and letting fear dictate our choices. But then they remind us that once you tap into your own frequency, once you lean into who you truly are, things start to align. See, it may take a little longer than you expect, but when you stay true to your craft, your people will find you. If you get an idea, please act on it, because the moment you start overthinking, wondering how you'll do it, and whether it's worth doing it, it dies. See, overthinking is the greatest killer of creativity. And I know this firsthand. But here's the thing. It is our responsibility to resurrect that creative spirit. We are limitless in our ability to create. Not just art, but entire realities. Each of us, whether we paint, write, sing, or simply imagine, is a force of creativity. We design our narratives. We shape our future. And no one can do it like you, because no one is you. Your story is worth telling. Your dreams worth realizing. And you deserve to paint the picture of the future that you envision. And it is your right. No, actually, it is your responsibility to leave your mark on this world. Okay? Some of the most impactful artists in history created in impossible odds, you know? Frida Kahlo painted through unimaginable pain with fractures running down her spine to her tailbone. See, she expressed herself despite it all, proving that creativity is a testament to resilience. Jean Basquiat faced homelessness, racism, and rejection, but he never stopped creating. See, what if these creatives had stopped themselves? What if they had let self-doubt win? See, as creatives, we don't talk enough about the ugly days, the ones where we feel like we have nothing to give, when self-doubt makes us want to disappear. But even the greatest artists have those moments. See, the difference is that they create anyway. They use their pain, their struggles, their fears as fuel. They turn their wounds into art. So the next time you feel like you have nothing to share, please remember this. The very emotions that make you hesitate are the exact ones that you need to express. This is what you need to use as fuel, okay? Not as something that holds you back. And if you ever find yourself wondering, what's the point? What's the point of even creating? Why should I even bother? Ask yourself this. Are you really okay with absorbing everyone else's ideas, stories, and visions while never sharing your own? Are you okay with being a sponge, soaking up what the world gives you, but never pouring anything back into it? If you are, it's your prerogative, but I'm just saying, you have a choice. You have a choice. Because that's what happens when you don't create. You become a passive observer of life instead of an active participant. And that is absolutely unacceptable. Okay? There's a West African proverb that says, if you think you're too small to make a difference, try spending the night with a mosquito. See, I love this saying because it just immediately makes sense. You get it, right? It's that even the smallest things can have a huge impact. And so can you. So start where you are. Start small if you have to, but just start. Because every single thing you create, every idea you bring to life is shaping something greater than you. We are all creatives, every single one of us in our own right. Because to be creative is to take ownership of your life, to mold your reality, to bring into existence the things you wish to see. And make no mistake, what you do today isn't just important for you. It's important for the next generation, for your peers, for those who look up to you. It tells them, you can do it too. You don't have to wait for permission. You don't have to fit into a mold. You are allowed to exist as you are. I read a quote once that said, a society that has lost touch with its creative side is an imprisoned society. Creativity broadens our perspectives, helps us overcome prejudices, and keeps us free. Creativity is proof of our limitless potential as humans. It opens doors to parts of ourselves we never knew even existed. It connects us to our passions and our purpose. This is your life at the end of the day. So why should someone else's voice take up more space in it than yours, right? I want to see you for a change. I want to hear your story. I want to witness the vision only you can bring to life. But most importantly, I want you to believe that your journey, no matter how rocky, is beautiful and worth sharing. So, if you take anything away from today's episode, let it be this. You are worthy of being seen. Your voice is worth being heard. You were not meant to be a spectator to other people's dreams. You're here to create, to express, and to live. And I, for one, can't wait to see what you do. And I mean every single word, sincerely. I'm your host, Miss Love, Lindlovo.